Don't understand the whole January concept. If the players are good enough, they should be brought into any squad at any point in the year. So having a camp in January when our players are out of season doesn't make sense for me.
Is it something that you'd be willing to support if there were a couple of young players you wanted to have a look at?
Of course, we're always looking to push our players in our league because we know how good they are. We see them every week, and it shouldn't take for players to move outside of Ireland to play for their country. We've shown that a number of times here that if the players are good enough, they should be called up and played, and it shouldn't just be a January get-together as a token gesture. It should be if the players are good enough, they get called in.
So Stephen Bradley clearly not happy on this, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, he doesn't sound
No.
He's the biggest advocate for the January camp, but I can see his side of things also. You know, January is a strange time for the League of Ireland.
Yeah.
That's when the players are out of season. Most of them are on holidays in January.
Yeah.
But you can see where Heimir Hallgrimsson is coming from with this. He said it's worked for him previously. So I think it was just an idea. He's floated out there with the FAI. We'll see what comes of it. If there are a couple of young players in the league that are, you know, pushing for the national team, why not get them in there with the manager? It's something the women's team used to do until recently. They used to have these home-based sessions where Eileen Gleeson would take players from the league who were either already international players, 2 or 3, or who were on the fringes or in the underage teams. So, I mean, we've seen recently there's plenty of... the league is very well represented in the Ireland under-21. So, I mean, why not try it?
What do you make on it, Tommy?
I would sort of say that sometimes, you know, in the League of Ireland, we can be kind of, you know, there can be kind of a almost an instinctive reaction to sort of say, what's this for coming in thinking he can, you know, come up with these ideas and tell us how to do things? No, that doesn't work. And Bradley does have a good point. January is out of season. It's the mid-season break in Scandinavian football, so it's traditional. Then you see a lot of the countries do have friendlies in that sort of window because they have their 3-month mid-season break there. Problem with that with the Irish thing is that they're sort of starting pre-season, and you can see the cogs in Stephen Bradley's mind going, okay, I got my guys in, you know, I'm coming up with programs for them, so because I want to get their fitness levels to a level that they'll be able to compete, but also manage their loads so that they're still fresh in July, August when the European qualifiers are on. And then you're going to throw this into the mix, and he's just he doesn't want anything to do with that. So what I say is I totally see Bradley's point of view, but I think it's encouraging that Heimir Hallgrimsson wants to, you know, engage with the league. I hope it's not a token sort of thing. I don't think it is, because as Anne-Marie says, he's got benefited from it in his previous jobs. You know, will it have value? That's another discussion. Are there players in the League of Ireland who can be good enough, show up to be good enough to be included in the squad? That's a separate discussion. Might it be good for them anyway to be exposed to that, to you know, international coaching and international camps, etc. It's maybe finding it. Maybe there's another window somewhere else in the season. Maybe, you know, the season when the players are a bit more up to speed in the summer mid-season break. I don't know, but again, it's a positive thing, and I hope you know that sort of attitude. I hope there's an openness to kind of go, okay, let's work with this guy if he wants to kind of do things a bit differently and engage. You know, again, maybe he's just saying the right things to please his new bosses about engaging with different levels of the Irish. You know, he's at a summer camp yesterday, and he's all, you know, all singing, all dancing, but maybe genuinely is wanting to sort of tap into the culture, a bit deeper into the culture of the game in the country.